Evolution 2023 presented by Chipotle. I'm a known Chipotle fan, a cornerstone in the Sajam fast food diet. When I was trying to like lose weight, I was like, all right, this is something I can eat that's like, you know, much better for me than getting like a munchie meal value box or whatever. This is sick. I'm super happy about this. Then there's the games lineup. So I think we all knew Street Fighter 6, Strive, and Tekken were going to be there. The games after that I thought would be there for sure because they're new and they have new content is KOF and Melty. And then Dragon Ball and MK were two of like the 4 to 5 games that had a chance, which to me were like Dragon Ball, MK, Grandblue, which is sort of there, DNF. They have like a decent chance of making it, but I wasn't 100% sure. Marvel 3 is like...
Just play the footage, man. Woo! Just play the footage.
Wait, what's happening? Is it Marvel 2?
Capcom presents.
Oh, it's Marvel 3! Damn, that is so sick. Capcom presents. Dude, I'm actually really surprised this came out. Alright, that's mad random. I think it's cool to do any kind of throwback like this. Them announcing that they're going to do this every year is also very cool. I wonder what other games they have in mind. MK9 or X? Are they going to run Ultra Street Fighter 4? Yeah, they could run Third Strike. They could run Melee, CVS2, BBCF. There's like all kinds of stuff that they could run. I wonder if it's going to remain 7 main games then, because like it almost feels like 7 main games somehow is not enough. But they announced this, which is that Grandblue Rising will have a beta tournament at EVO. So the game's not going to be out. So this is kind of their way of meeting in the middle, right? Which is cool. I think this is a cool way to do it. The second thing is that they announced the prize money situation, $25,000 minimum per game. And if you see it, this is the split that they posted here. EVO awards cash prizes to the top 6 places. EVO is no longer doing top 8 brackets. EVO is now having top 6s. They're like, yep, Sajam had to commentate past midnight to finish Guilty Gear Strive on Sunday. And, you know, let's not make that happen again. Which, if you're like a fighting game fan, you're like, dude, I want the 2 extra matches, right? Because the matches you lose are the first 2 losers matches in top 8. The other thing is that top 6 is where the money is. With this split, pretty big and pretty top heavy. Now, my guess is that all the entry fee money or like, you know, developers and publishers putting money goes on top of this, right? It could be higher depending on other factors, right? How many people enter, and it could be higher based on like, let's say Capcom or whoever is like, hey, we're gonna give you some money. In theory, that's how it works. Yeah, at least give 7th a burrito. I already said, I was like, dude, if you get 7th place at EVO and you're emo, I will Venmo you 10 smackaroos to go buy yourself a burrito. I recommend a bowl. I'm a Chipotle bowl enjoyer. Imagine getting 7th place at EVO and you're in the Chipotle line and they're like, you want some guac? And you're like, no. Like it costs extra. You're like, I know. More money at EVO, but then only 6 people getting it instead of 8 is definitely tough. I don't know if it's just me, but like they announced top 6. They're like, all right, cool. And they never were like, we're going to just give you more games and less ads. And I feel like that's what they want to do, right? Aren't they just like, hey, last year, the amount of ads that got played was incorrect. Rick tweeted about it last year, but basically I think the ads were like supposed to be X amount of minutes. There was like a miscommunication somewhere where the ads were basically doubled to what they were supposed to be. So I assume they'll be better this year. I hope so. I thought that would be a big thing that they would cover. They didn't really do it. And so you're not suffering on Saturday, Sunday? Yeah, so we're not exploding. Basically, I mean, Sunday especially is pretty bad for time a lot of times, right? Like it goes so late. And this new top 6 might fix this. Currently at EVO, and this has been this way for a long time, being the last game is actually not the best for viewership. We commentated till past midnight Pacific, which means it was like 3 a.m. Eastern for Strive, right? Strive was just too late for people to watch, you know, on a Sunday. Maybe with top 6 now and the new ads, it will be the opposite, where being the last game is actually in a good time slot and people can watch it now, which is how it's supposed to be. I think every other tournament's going to still be top 8, right? I'd be surprised if that changes. Do you think there'll be an MVCI side tournament? There'll be a side tournament for everything. That was one of the coolest things that they announced during the show, is that within reason, they were like, hey, we are gonna like let you run side tournaments wherever you want to run, and we'll just have everything set up. Like you just come over, you know, boot up, and within reason, all the setups and consoles and everything will just be there. Yeah, the other thing is that like you just open the door of my office and come in, huh, Troy? That's how you feel? That's how you feel, huh? And now he's gone. I actually don't know what game they're gonna do after this, though. for next year. I have like no idea what you do after Marvel 3. Third Strike is like the game everybody says is so cool, but they don't play it that much. Yeah, maybe Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 2 would be cool, maybe. It kind of feels like it would be better if it's a franchise that's not currently at EVO. No one wants us to watch top 8 with 6 Chun-Lis and 2 Yuns. It's actually top 6 with 5 Chun-Lis and 1 Yun. What's the odds that Street Fighter 6 top 6 is like 5 of the same character? I mean, the first year for Street Fighter 5 had like 3 Nashes or something, right? 2 or 3 of the same character could happen. Imagine if DBFZ has like all fusions. Like it's just like all of the fusion, the same characters, all lab codes just in the top 6. You're like, well, if Strive top 6 has 2 Nagos or 3 Nagos or something, right? Marvel is going to be interesting too. Because like modern Marvel is different in that a lot of people don't play the cheapest shit ever. When the game stopped being like a mainstay in tournaments, in the sense that like it wasn't the big focus, weird, strange teams started becoming more popular. I'm curious if that's going to change, or everybody's going to be playing the nasty shit again. They're just going to be like, all right, time to pick the good shit. And everybody who comes back will play good teams because they all played good teams when the game was popular. And whatever they do this year, I will be there. I'll give it a spin. I'll see what they're all about. Listen. The best marketing for EVO I've seen so far. Tasty Steve is having a very intense chess match against Chipotle Nachos. Battling it out on the board, just deep in thought. Bong Cloud opener? You dare play a Bong Cloud against Chipotle? I don't know. That sounds kind of risky.